What if I told you that at 70, 80, or even 90, you're not slowing down, you're just getting started? That the secret to living not just longer, but better, isn't locked in a pill, a fad diet, or some unattainable dream. Now, hold on, what if everything you thought about aging was dead wrong? While society whispers that your best years are behind you, there are people just like you, proving every single day that life after 70 can be bold, vibrant, and downright extraordinary. Today, we're diving into 8 powerful signs that show you're not just surviving your golden years, you're thriving in them. If you're over 70 and doing even a few of these things, science says you're on track to live longer, healthier, and happier than most. These aren't pipe dreams or empty promises. They're practical, real-world indicators that your body, mind, and spirit are still firing on all cylinders. And trust me, some of these will shock you with how simple, yet profound, they are. But this isn't just about cold facts or studies. I'm going to share my own journey too, what I've seen, what I've learned, and how I've watched people transform their lives after 70 by embracing these habits. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's uncover what it really takes to defy aging. Because you're not here to fade away, you're here to shine. Sign number 1, you're moving every day and loving it. Visual, a group of seniors doing a gentle Tai Chi class in a sunny park, smiling as they flow through the movements. Let's kick things off with something so basic, yet so powerful, it's practically a superpower, daily movement. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or bench pressing your body weight. If you're over 70 and you're still making time to move, whether it's a morning walk, a stretch session, or dancing to your favorite Motown hits in the living room, you're doing something incredible for your longevity. Why does this matter so much? Movement isn't just about keeping your joints loose or your heart pumping. It's a signal to your entire body that you're still in the game. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that seniors who engage in regular physical activity, even light activity like gardening or walking the dog, have a 30% lower risk of mortality over a decade compared to those who stay sedentary. That's not a small number. That's years added to your life. Let's talk about what movement does. It boosts circulation, which means more oxygen and nutrients get to your brain, muscles, and organs. It releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and fight off stress. And here's the kicker, it strengthens your immune system, helping you fend off everything from colds to chronic diseases. A 2023 study in The Lancet found that just 20 minutes of daily movement can cut your risk of heart disease by up to 15%. That's 20 minutes to save your heart, pretty good deal, right? Now, let me get personal for a moment. My Aunt Clara, God rest her soul, was 82 when she started doing chair yoga after a hip replacement. She'd laugh and say, "I'm not exactly a gymnast, but I feel like a kid again." That daily ritual didn't just keep her mobile, it gave her joy, purpose, and a reason to get up every morning. She'd tell me how her aches faded, how she slept better, and how she could keep up with her grandkids without feeling like she was running on empty. Clara lived to 89, and I swear those yoga sessions added years to her life. So, what counts as movement? It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Here are some ideas. Walking, aim for 15 to 30 minutes a day, even if it's just around your neighborhood. Bonus points if you swing your arms, it's great for balance. Stretching, a 10-minute routine in the morning can ease stiffness and improve flexibility. Try reaching for your toes or doing gentle neck rolls. Dancing, put on some music and sway. It's fun, it's social, and it's a full-body workout without feeling like one. Gardening, digging, planting, and weeding engage your muscles and connect you with nature, which is a mood lifter in itself. If you're moving daily and enjoying it, give yourself a pat on the back. You're not just staying active, you're building a foundation for a longer, healthier life. And if you're thinking, I'm not doing enough, don't worry. Start small. Even 5 minutes today is a victory. The key is to make it a habit, something you look forward to, not a chore. Quick tip, try setting a reminder on your phone or pairing movement with something you love, like listening to an audiobook while you walk. It's a game changer. Sign number 2, your sleep is your superpower. Visual, a cozy bedroom at dusk, with a senior sipping chamomile tea and settling into bed. Here's a truth that might hit you like a thunderbolt. If you're over 70 and sleeping like a rock most nights, you're not just lucky, you're a longevity rock star. Consistent, quality sleep is one of the most underrated secrets to living a long, healthy life. And no, I'm not talking about dozing off in front of the TV. I mean a steady routine where you fall asleep and wake up at roughly the same time, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Why is sleep such a big deal? Your body isn't just resting when you close your eyes, it's repairing. During deep sleep, your brain flushes out toxins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Your heart gets a break, lowering blood pressure. Your immune system ramps up, fighting off infections. A 2024 study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors with regular sleep patterns, 7 to 8 hours a night, had a 25% lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those with erratic schedules. That's your brain saying, "Thank you for giving me a chance to stay sharp." On the flip side, poor sleep isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. Irregular sleep increases inflammation, which is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and even depression. It messes with your hormones, making you crave junk food and feel sluggish. And let's be honest, waking up groggy makes everything harder, from getting out of bed to enjoying time with loved ones. Let me share a story from my own life. My neighbor, Mr. Thompson, is 78 and swears by his 10 p.m. bedtime. He's got this ritual: no screens after 9, a warm glass of milk, and a quick gratitude journal where he jots down 3 things he's thankful for. He says it's like tucking his mind in for the night. The result? He's up at 6 a.m., full of energy, tending his rose garden or chatting with the mail carrier. He's not popping sleeping pills or relying on naps to get through the day. That consistency is his secret weapon. So, how do you make sleep your superpower? Here's what works. Stick to a schedule, go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. Your body loves routine. Create a wind-down ritual, try reading, meditating, or listening to soft music to signal it's time to rest. Limit caffeine and screens, avoid coffee after noon and put away devices an hour before bed. The blue light messes with your melatonin. Make your bedroom a sanctuary, keep it cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in a comfy mattress if you can. If you're sleeping well most nights, you're already ahead of the curve. If sleep's a struggle, don't lose hope. Small changes, like cutting out that afternoon latte or trying a 10-minute meditation, can make a big difference. Your body wants to rest, it's just waiting for you to give it the chance. Quick tip, if you're tossing and turning, try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. It's like a lullaby for your nervous system. Sign number 3, you're eating to fuel, not to fill. Visual, a colorful plate of grilled salmon, roasted veggies, and a side of quinoa, with a senior chef proudly presenting it. Let's talk about food, not as a chore or a guilty pleasure, but as fuel for your incredible life. If you're over 70 and still choosing meals that nourish your body, think veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. You're not just eating. You're investing in your future. And here's the best part, you don't need to be a gourmet chef or follow some restrictive diet to make this work. Good nutrition after 70 isn't about perfection, it's about balance. Your by Viet Nai Se Kong Hien T Noi Dung Nu Kong Ko Su Cho Phep Qua Nuoi Tao Ra No, Hoc No Nam Trong Pham 6 Ban Nguyen. De Zem Noi Dung Nai, Ban Can Ko Su Cho Phep Qua Nuoi Tao Hoc Noi Dung Du Phi Nam Trong Pham 6 Ban Nguyen. Your diet sends a signal to your body about how you want to age. A 2024 report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who eat a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins have a 20% lower risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. That's not just a number, it's time with your grandkids, energy for your hobbies, freedom from constant doctor visits. What does eating to fuel look like? It's prioritizing foods that give you energy and strength. Vegetables and fruits, aim for 5 servings a day. Think spinach, berries, or sweet potatoes, colorful foods packed with vitamins. Lean proteins, fish, chicken, eggs, or beans keep your muscles strong. Muscle mass naturally declines after 70, but protein helps slow that loss. Whole grains, swap white bread for oatmeal or brown rice. They stabilize blood sugar and keep you full longer. Healthy fats, avocado, nuts, or olive oil support your heart and brain. Yes, fat can be your friend. Let me get real with you. A few years ago, I noticed my energy was tanking. I was leaning hard on processed snacks, chips, cookies, you name it. Then I met Dorothy, a 76-year-old who runs a community garden. She'd bring me fresh tomatoes and zucchini, and we'd cook simple meals together. I started swapping out junk for her homegrown veggies and grilled fish. Within weeks, I felt lighter, sharper, and, dare I say it, younger. Dorothy's still out there, weeding and laughing at 80, and I'm convinced her plate is why. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Start small. Add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs. Swap soda for water with a slice of lemon. Keep a bowl of fruit on the counter for easy snacking. If you're eating to fuel your body, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Every bite is a choice to live longer and stronger. Quick tip, try the plate method, half your plate veggies, a quarter protein, a quarter whole grains. It's simple and foolproof. Sign number 4, your mind is still hungry. Visual, a senior focused on a crossword puzzle, then laughing as he shares the answer with a friend. If you're over 70 and still chasing knowledge, whether it's solving puzzles, reading mysteries, or learning to play the ukulele, you're not just passing time. You're extending it. A curious, active mind is like a shield against cognitive decline, and it's one of the clearest signs you're built for longevity. Your brain thrives on challenge. A 2023 study in neurology showed that seniors who engage in mentally stimulating activities, like reading, writing, or even playing cards, have a 15% lower risk of dementia over 10 years. Why? Because every new fact, every puzzle, every conversation builds neural connections. It's like weightlifting for your brain. Here's a story close to my heart. My dad, at 74, decided to learn Spanish so he could talk to his new neighbor, Maria. He'd sit with his flashcards, muttering gracias and por favor like a kid cramming for a test. At first, I thought it was cute but pointless. But over months, I watched him light up. He wasn't just learning words, he was making a friend, staying sharp, and finding purpose. He's 81 now, still chatting with Maria and teaching his grandkids basic phrases. That's what a hungry mind does, it keeps you alive. What counts as mental stimulation? Anything that makes you think. Puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, or jigsaw puzzles keep your brain nimble. Reading, dive into novels, history, or even magazines. It's food for thought. Learning, try a new hobby like knitting or birdwatching. Small challenges spark joy. Conversation, debate politics or swap stories with friends. It's brain fuel. If you're still curious, still learning, you're not aging, you're growing. And growth is the opposite of decline. Quick tip, set a goal to learn one new thing a week, a recipe, a fact, a word. It's fun, and your brain will thank you. Sign number 5, you're connected to your tribe. Visual, a group of seniors laughing over coffee at a diner, sharing photos and stories. Here's a secret that's not really a secret. If you're over 70 and still surrounded by people you love, friends, family, neighbors, you're not just lucky. You're protected. Strong social connections are one of the biggest predictors of a long, happy life. And no, it's not about having 500 Facebook friends. It's about real, meaningful bonds. Why does this matter? Humans are wired for connection. A 2024 study from the University of Michigan found that seniors with close relationships have a 25% lower risk of depression and a 20% lower risk of early death. Friends and family give you laughter, support, and purpose, things no pill can replicate. Isolation, on the other hand, is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how serious this is. Let me share something personal. When my mom passed, my Uncle Ray, then 77, was devastated. He started pulling away, skipping family dinners. But his old poker buddies wouldn't let him fade. They'd drag him to their weekly game, teasing him until he cracked a smile. Slowly, he came back to life. Those nights weren't just about cards, they were about belonging. Ray's 84 now, still dealing aces and telling terrible jokes. His tribe saved him. How do you stay connected? Reach out, call a friend or grandkid weekly. A 5-minute chat can lift your spirits. Join a group, try a book club, church, or volunteer gig. Shared interests build bonds. Be present, listen, laugh, share. Real connection happens in the moment. If you've got people who light up when they see you, you're richer than you know. You're not just loved, you're living. Quick tip, write a quick note to someone you care about. It's old school, but it strengthens ties. Sign number 6, your grip says it all. Visual, a senior opening a jar with ease, then high-fiving her grandson. Here's something you might not expect. If you're over 70 and can still open a pickle jar or carry a grocery bag, you're not just strong, you're built to last. Grip strength isn't just about hands. It's a window into your overall health, from your muscles to your heart to your brain. Science backs this up. A 2023 study in the BMJ found that stronger grip strength in seniors is linked to a 30% lower risk of disability and a 15% lower risk of death over 5 years. Why? Your grip reflects muscle mass, nerve function, and coordination, all things that keep you independent. Weak grip, on the other hand, can signal frailty, which makes falls and illness more likely. I'll never forget meeting Helen, an 81-year-old who volunteers at a food pantry. She hauls bags of rice like they're nothing, then shakes your hand so firm you feel it for days. Her doctor says her grip strength is better than some 60-year-olds. Helen's secret? She never stopped using her hands, gardening, knitting, even squeezing a stress ball while watching TV. She's proof that strength isn't just for the young. How do you keep your grip strong? Squeeze something, use a stress ball or grip trainer for 5 minutes a day. Lift light weights, canned goods or water bottles work great for bicep curls. Stay active, tasks like gardening or cooking build strength naturally. If your hands are still steady and strong, you're not just capable, you're thriving. That grip is your ticket to independence and a longer life. Quick tip, try hanging a towel over a bar and gripping it for 10 seconds daily. It's a simple way to build power. Sign number 7, you're adapting, not resisting. Visual, a senior learning to use a smartphone, laughing as her granddaughter cheers her on. If you're over 70 and still rolling with life's changes, whether it's learning to text, trying a new recipe, or moving to a new home, you're not just flexible. You're resilient. Adaptability is a hallmark of longevity, and it's what keeps you thriving when others get stuck. Change isn't easy, especially as we age. But a 2024 study in psychology and aging found that seniors who embrace new experiences, big or small, have lower stress levels and a 20% higher life satisfaction score. Why? Because adaptability keeps your brain plastic, your stress low, and your outlook positive. Resisting change, on the other hand, breeds frustration and isolation. Here's a personal one for you. My cousin Ed, 79, was a technophobe, hated computers, swore he'd never touch a smartphone. But when his first great-grandkid was born across the country, he caved. I helped him set up video calls, and let me tell you, the first time he saw that baby's smile, he was hooked. Now he's texting emojis and bragging about his tech skills. That shift didn't just connect him to family, it gave him confidence and purpose. How do you stay adaptable? Try one new thing, a recipe, a route, a hobby. Small risks build courage. Ask for help, learning from others, even kids, keeps you humble and open. Stay positive, frame change as opportunity, not loss. It shifts everything. If you're still bending with life's curveballs, you're not just surviving, you're mastering aging. That flexibility is your secret weapon. Quick tip, challenge yourself to learn one new skill this month, like sending a group text. You'll surprise yourself. Sign number 8, you've got purpose. Visual, a senior teaching a knitting class, beaming as her students show off their scarves. Here's the final, most powerful sign, if you're over 70 and waking up with a reason to get out of bed. Whether it's tending your garden, helping your community, or spoiling your grandkids, you're not just alive. You're living with purpose. And purpose is the fuel that keeps your heart beating strong. Purpose isn't about grand gestures. It's about meaning. A 2023 study in the Lancet Healthy Longevity found that seniors with a strong sense of purpose have a 25% lower risk of mortality over 8 years. Why? Because purpose lowers stress, boosts immunity, and gives you resilience. Without it, days blur together, and health often follows. I'll close with someone who inspires me, Mrs. Lee, 83, who runs a weekly story time at our library. She's got arthritis, bad knees, you name it, but when she's reading to those kids, she glows. She says, they need me, and that keeps me going. She's not just telling stories, she's building memories, community, and a legacy. That's purpose in action. How do you find purpose? Help others, volunteer, mentor, or just listen. Giving feels good. Chase joy, hobbies, faith, or family. Lean into what lights you up. Set goals, even small ones, like planting a flower bed. Give direction. If you've got a spark that gets you up, you're not just aging, you're winning. Purpose is your ticket to a life that's not just long, but full. Quick tip, write down one thing that makes you happy each day. It'll point you toward your purpose. Final thoughts. Visual, montage of seniors laughing, moving, eating, learning, living. You're not just over 70. You're a force. Every step you take, every meal you savor, every laugh you share, it's not just a moment. It's a victory. These 8 signs, movement, sleep, nutrition, curiosity, connection, strength, adaptability, purpose, aren't just habits. They're proof you're not winding down, you're winding up for your best years yet. I've seen it in my family, my friends, my heroes. Aging isn't about loss. It's about choice. And every day you choose to move, to learn, to love, you're choosing life. So keep going. Keep shining. You're not just defying time, you're rewriting what it means to grow older. Call to action. Wow, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these signs are you rocking, and what's one goal you're setting for yourself? Maybe it's a new recipe, a daily walk, or calling an old friend. Your stories inspire me and everyone watching. If this video sparked something in you, hit that like button. It helps more people find this message. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a video. We're building a community here, and I want you in it. Share this with someone you love, it might just change their life. Thanks for being here. You're not just watching, you're part of something bigger. Let's keep thriving together. See you in the next video.